I've done quite a few videos based around different flam patterns in the past, but I think it's time I really break down the key mechanics in getting those combinations and patterns up to higher speeds around the drums. In order to rip around the drums with all kinds of crazy flam chops, you need to be able to split double and triple strokes between the toms and snare drum with your right hand. You need to be able to play 3-stroke snaps with your left hand, which is what I call it when you play a triple stroke but you accent the 3rd stroke. And you need to be able to play interlocked double and triple strokes, which is where the last stroke of one hand overlaps with the first stroke of the other hand. We'll start with the right hand splits, so if you're a lefty, just watch this video through a mirror and everything will work out all the same, but I'm going to begin by playing double strokes with only my right hand. The first stroke will begin anywhere except the snare drum, and then I'm going to cut in toward the snare drum for the second stroke, like this. Try cutting into the snare from a bunch of different parts of the kit. Notice how I keep my hand in a sort of central location to minimize moving more than I need to. It can just kind of slice in one fluid motion. To take it to the next level, try playing 2 strokes on the snare drum with the momentum generated by cutting in toward it. So we are essentially playing a triple stroke with the right hand where the first stroke is anywhere but the snare, and then the second and third strokes are on the snare, but it's all done in one fluid motion. Keep your hand centralized and practice playing off a bunch of different parts of the kit. Cool, so now we need to coordinate these movements with the left hand, and this is where we enter flam territory. I'm going to use only left-hand flams, so the accents on the snare really stick out. So if we take those flam accents from the first pattern and play them all around the drums, and then remove the right hand, something interesting is revealed. There's this kind of snapping motion with the left hand to play these 2 consecutive strokes. So at higher speeds, these flam accents really just feel kind of like interlocked double strokes. We have the double stroke split with the right hand cutting in toward the snare, interlocked with these 2 consecutive left hand strokes. These are not Swiss triplets. If they were, the left hand would play the grace stroke instead. I'm just repeating the left hand version of the flam accent. Don't fight me on this. I know my fucking rudiments. we apply Flam paradiddles in the same fashion by just continuously repeating the left hand lead and then remove the right hand, we find the left hand plays triple strokes, but the third stroke is accented. The mechanic here is a real quick drop catch immediately into a wrist stroke, but all in one fluid motion. Try to keep the stick in the first crease of your fingers to best control each stroke. Let's check out that finger action. So with these Flam paradiddles, the right hand plays a split double stroke that's interlocked with a triple stroke on the left hand. But we can turn this into a 5-beat pattern by working in the split triple stroke with the right hand. This one might take a bit more practice to coordinate the hands together, so start slowly and give it some time to develop. But I'll get this Flam 5 pattern going around the drums, and then I'll remove the right hand, then I'll put it all together again, and then I'll remove the left hand so you can more clearly see how these triple strokes interact with one another. From there, mix and match these patterns to create longer combinations, like the 7, 8, and 9 beat patterns. Then string those patterns together to create nice, long, flowing phrases. And make sure to practice by building phrases in both 16th and triplet grids. If you like what you saw in this video, check out my Patreon page. Your support grants you access to transcriptions for this video, as well as transcriptions for all my other lesson videos. And follow me on Instagram @drummerhar to see more videos of my playing. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.